Yeah. Okay. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Bima here. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 7 things. This is 5, but I'm going to tell you 7 things that I find very fascinating and mind-blowing about Germany. These people take Sundays rather serious, and they take resting on another level, and nothing completely works on Sunday. Be it a shop, supermarket, whatever it is, you name it. I'm at the train station right now, and I've been here for about 20 minutes, and most likely I will not see any train passing by. We put this thing in focus. That's a whole street. In the last 20-30 minutes, I've seen only 2 cars. That's the first one. This is the second one. I'm in the park. This is where people usually sit and chill and eat, enjoy, interact and talk, but there's completely no one. So I find it very interesting as a culture. I'm in front of City Hotel and it's closed. It's a hotel, for God's sake. Yes, so in normal circumstances, if you're into like sports wear and the rest of those things, this is where you buy them. Closed. Yeah, and Kaufland, one of the biggest stores in Waldkraiburg, is also closed. Okay. They usually use this time for family or whatever you may want to do that is just personal. So buy everything you want on a Saturday. That way you won't be inconvenienced about Sunday being blocked off. For someone like me, a content creator, this is the only time I get to go around in town recording things and being myself. It's a good thing. So I guess most of the vlogs that I'm going to be shooting will be shot on a Sunday.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
The Ghost bus is closed. The bikes. Now, where I come from, bikes are for like the unfortunate class of people. On the other hand, in Germany in particular, bikes are the shit. Every person you see around moving around either on foot or in a car has a bike. It's like the quickest way of moving around the city, and it's quite fascinating to find in a developed country, in a fast-paced country like this, bikes are what is actually used. Bikes are a big deal in Germany. Bikes, just like pedestrians and cars, have their own lanes. Bikes have their own parking spots on each and every building, on each and every supermarket, on each and every infrastructure you will find. That was well thought through. It's healthy, it's efficient. I really commend Germans for that kind of efficiency and mindset. And this is me not talking about the price, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. The other point I wanted to share with you guys is about open-mindedness. People here don't mind as long as you do not inconvenience anyone. We're on the streets now. This is something I wouldn't normally do in Uganda without having people around me wondering what I'm shooting. It's not the same here. Everyone is minding their business. PDA, public display of affection, people kissing on the street, it's a real thing. People practice it here. I've been on a train where I've seen couples kissing, drinking on the streets, smoking their cigarettes on the streets. Be anytime you can buy your drink and drink it as you go on the road, and no one will care. This is not the same. You'll be quickly judged if you wear a comfort. Picture the whole sense of fashion like you know it. Miniskirt, a t-shirt, ripped jeans, anything, as long as you're actually performing, right? You'll go to a bank and find a bank teller putting on Converse shoes and sneakers as long as they're actually performing. This has changed my perspective, my way of thinking, that I think output is more important, and you find that people here are very efficient. People here focus on your output as opposed to your outlook. But back home there's a bit of rigidity where you need to look smart for you to make like an appearance. It's not the same here. You'll go to your bank and you'll find like a bank teller having like pins in the nose and pins in the ear and then putting on jeans and a t-shirt on a Monday, as long as they're performing. I think when it comes to this whole sustainability conversation, I think Germany is way ahead. When you're moving around Germany in particular, you will not find a can, you will not find a plastic bottle anywhere, because you bring it here and you'll have 25 cents back. I think it's a good practice. It's a good endeavor. I don't know why other countries have not really taken this up, but this is a good experience for me. I feel like I'm in a place where the environment is actually considered. Everyone else talks about environmentally friendly practices, but for me this is so far mind-blowing. And it has made me feel responsible. So you put in a can after the drink and they give you 25 cents back. 4 cans give you back €1. So when you're done, you get receipts which you take and you get your cash back. This is €1.75 and then 50 cents. That's basically €2.25. That's a lot of money. Yep, I've not felt this responsible. They deserve German pride. Stats have it that about 56% of the Germans in Germany speak English. But if you moved around Germany asking if anyone spoke English, most of the people usually say no until it's an emergency. A doctor, after a couple of appointments, will start speaking English. Most of the products that I've seen that are used here are made here. The cars, the BMW, VW, Benzes, and the rest of those are all made here. Germans love the products that are made in Germany. They consume their own products with pride. So the made in Germany badge on products really makes a lot of sense to them. So they are usually drawn towards their own products. I like the fact that they want you to morph into their system. So yeah, there's that German pride. Everything made here, everything done here, everything that comes from here, they exercise their love for it. So they speak their language, they use their own products. And while I struggle with how to make these points clear, let me first make it brighter. The weather. 3 months and a half in Germany, this is the coldest it has been. It's negative 11 now, and apparently it could easily become negative 15 and 20. This is snow right here that has turned ice for about 3 days, and it has failed to melt. Negative 9 is unheard of, because where I come from, it's usually 21. They call it weather for two. So now I'm getting to understand that there's no such a thing as weather for two in Uganda. It's just Uganda is using it as an excuse to. This is negative 9. It's slightly unbearable. Okay, for me, a first timer. Turns out Germans are actually used to this weather. Like, to them, it's normal. Yeah. So how I'm handling it is I move from building to building, because buildings have heating. So I enter the supermarket. Out of the supermarket, I enter like a saloon every after like 10 minutes if I'm going to be out the whole day. This is the first time I'm in a situation of this nature, so we travel to have these kinds of experiences. Alright, I'm going to have to go back inside, heat up for like 5 minutes, then I can come back and give you my other points. Ciao! Having been in Germany for about 3 months now, this is the safest I've felt, because I'm going around taking pictures. You have a phone. Where I come from, holding a phone on the road is not safe. Your property is under your guard every now and then. Your wallet, anything you have can easily be stolen or grabbed from you by anyone. I'm moving around with about 2 cameras and a bag with a laptop and the rest of the equipment, and it's really clear that I have a bit of valuable things, but I've not been threatened, or I've not even had a story of sort of like grabbing. I'm still trying to emphasize the point of safety. It's 11 p.m. I'm in the woods, what you may consider the woods, and I'm moving around with this heavy equipment, and I've not had any encounter, and I've not had anyone crying that anything of theirs has been stolen. Yeah, this place feels safe for me, that it triggers my creativity in a way, because I wouldn't come out to vlog in the night in Kampala normally. No, I wouldn't. So yeah, the safety of the place.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I've definitely missed the train, and this has happened, I think, 4 times this week. First of all, these people depend so much on technology. Before you leave your home, you're supposed to check when the train that you're supposed to get to where you're going is available, which means I should have known that the train would have been here in about 5 minutes. So I set off like 3 minutes later, and by the time I was getting here, the train was leaving. You'll find that banking, a lot of banks have apps and have systems that there's just a few tellers in the bank. So you find that even when you find a teller, the teller is going to ask, did you try internet banking? Did you try mobile banking? And that's the job of the tellers. Payments in supermarkets. Payments are made either using a smartwatch or using a near field connection, smartphones, modes of transport, scooters, and the rest of those also have apps that you have to swipe your card, or you have to swipe your smartwatch, and every time you're making a payment. So there's a bit of very limited human interaction, unless it's a friend or relative. People actually do not talk to each other. People don't necessarily talk with each other if they don't know each other. And normally you'll be asking for direction, but thanks to Google Maps, you don't have to talk to anyone. You just need to have internet. We are lost. We are using Google Maps. As you can see, we are in a bush. And Google Maps is saying we have 26 minutes. But it's saying it's waiting for location. So if someone gets back to it, it will also get back to us. But for now, it's a good thing and a bad thing. So you tell me where you lie in the comment section below. But here, if you have your phone, you can literally survive. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.